Today I've got my new toy, which is the 800mm Z lens. I'm going to try and see what we can get out of it. Today is a bit funny because it's either raining or sunny, so we'll give it a good test for how it goes. Also, if I can learn how to open a gate, that would be good. You can see it's now started to pour down, so we're going to spend our time sat in here. I would have to say it's quite a limited amount of viewing space. It's absolutely tipping down. So while we're waiting for the rain to pass, I've taken off the raincoat, and hopefully you can see on there, that's all the coverings I've got on there. There is holes for the buttons which are on there, and there is a cover, a clear cover over the selections you've got available. It is near impossible to change them, but you can see what you've got set. And obviously you've got the button there as well, and the button on that side for you to select. And as you can see, you cannot tell which one is which. Now one of these, that's the autofocus. One of these is the control ring. Which one is it? It's that one. And as you can see, it's very hard to do. Why is that so hard to do? Is there a locking mechanism? Yeah. So this isn't a problem with the lens, this is a problem with the stuff. That's just too difficult. Have I got that wrong? I could potentially have got it wrong. And what I'm going to try, so it's a bit more tactile, is turn that inside out. And this has got a rubber inside. Is that any better? No. So I'm going to go with my first instinct and just take it off. So yes, this is weather resistant, however, I'm not going to say I don't trust Nikon, but I'd rather play it safe. I paid money for it, and weather resistance isn't weather proof. It should be able to take quite a lot of beating. Both of these are professional grade cameras. So the Z8 is professional grade, which I also got from Hong Kong for a discount in the UK, and that's not too bad actually. That comes pretty quick, probably about 10 working days. This is the first time I've been able to get out with the camera, because this weather in the UK has been absolutely awful. So I'm still playing with the settings. Control ring. So the control ring I've actually set to be the exposure, because I thought that might be the best bet. And I've also got this, when it comes to the video recording, I've got the top button on the front to change from FX to DX, which gives you the crop factor of 1.4. Talking about crop factors, you can also change it to 4K 120, which gives you another crop. And you can also change it on 12-bit 3.8K. I'm going to go have a look. 3.8K at 4K 120, and that gives you 2.5 crop factor. 1840mm. That's quite a distance. Is that too much? Maybe. The one limitation you've got to take into consideration, you can have 10,000mm reach. Obviously they don't do them as far as I'm aware. If they do, let me know. But there's always going to be the problem with that friendly heat haze, and eventually the curvature of the Earth. So to give you an idea of reach, that duck is quite some distance away. It's on the other side of the lake. This is a recording with a 2.3 crop factor. giving me the 1800 millimeters. I have got the stabilization on. Let me make it a bit more rough. And that's got the sports stabilization on, which I don't tend to like. It's a bit more wobbly, but you probably want to use the sports mode when you're recording birds in flight. I'm saying that, I should really have a button, easy reach for that. I'll probably change that to display if I can. Let's change that back to normal, and that is a lot more smoother. Now the control ring for me is a little bit far back because, as you've seen, I had to move my hand to do that. That might not be ideal. I tend to have my hand on the front like that, pushing down, push it on my brow or on my glasses, and then you've got a nice stable position. And that's with the normal VR on. Let's change VR to be off. And then you show how steady I am. Bear in mind I'm 1800 millimeters in, so the micrometer does make a difference. Yeah, that does not work. So the VR needs to be on, so I can put that back on considerably better. Doesn't show much of my skill, does it? The other mode that you can do is 10-bit 265 movie, and this, if you do 4K or 3840 by 2160, you can then do full frame or DX frame, which is 1.4 crop factor. And I can see the other side of that pond quite nicely with that. And the sun's starting to come out, and this is what's annoying, so yeah. Let's turn that down. I have got it at 6.3, let's put it at 7.1, just to get that extra sharpness, or you can go to 8. I am running this in manual. Let's get the ISO down by doing shutter speed 400, which is more than enough. I did have it higher because I did have a bit of sun yesterday, and I just needed to take some of that exposure away, and I took that away by increasing the shutter speed. Let's see what we can find. There is a Boyd on there. Or a boy. If you don't quite know what that is, it's not a bird. It is where you tie up boats, I believe. Oh, way over there, there's a cormorant. Probably about there. So let's see how we do. This is recording 4K 120 DX mode. FX mode. Kind of windy, guys. 4K 120 DX mode. think this is where the hide is. Yes. So if there's someone in there, I won't do any talk. I worry about it being nicked. However, this does come with a locking mechanism there. Still means they can nick your camera, but you can lock this in. How good that is, I don't want to personally try and rip it off myself. I don't want to damage my own stuff, but could be alright. But it is a screw. And let's be honest, if someone wants it, someone will have it. No matter what you do, they'll have it. The problems that I have found, the strap, nice soft and cushioned, really soft and cushioned, lovely. Better than my old one. But my old one has like dog clips on it, and they will not fit into that. So I have used this, but it is short. I can have it around my neck, which is fine, normally. But you are sort of, you're forced towards the camera. There's not enough room. What I like to do is I like to have the strap over my neck and under one of my arms, like that. But when you do that, obviously I'm not the thinnest person, that is tight, and that is just, you could do it, but it's not very comfortable. Might add to the stabilization, but it's not very comfortable, and it's not very quick because it's just tight all the way. That is fully out. So, yeah. You kind of have to have it around your neck. So I probably will be replacing the strap with something else along with the foot. Why they don't do it with Aqua Swiss, who knows? But then again, if they do it with Aqua Swiss, we will be moaning that they don't have it with a manifold foot. So that kind of takes a mick. On the other side of the lake, I say the other side of the lake, on the other side of this little bit there is a blue dragonfly, just trying to get a recording of, just to show off more than anything else. Next tide. Oh, it's still dry. Keep over there. Let's see if we can go down here and see if we can get a clearer view. And here we are at the final hide. Kind of dead. I have got a second place to go. Just as I was thinking of leaving, there was a hobby flying across. Can't see him at the moment. But it is a little bit late in the year for the hobby, so I am surprised. I did get some video. Fingers crossed it comes back. So we've made it to Shore Forest Car Park in Swindon. It's not a bad place. It has got a height barrier of 1.8 meters, so be aware of that if you've got a higher vehicle. What would have been useful when I was looking up this site and seeing if it was dog friendly, that they could have told me it's closed. And on the other side, that's the entrance from what I can tell, and it's got a lock on it. Oh well, I have been looking at some tits when I've been here, so I got some videos of those. Got to decide what to do from. At least we got to see a red kite. I did try and get some videos, but I'm standing facing that way and the wind is coming straight on the side of me, which made it extremely difficult to keep it steady. What I should do is really take off the hood. Okay, so here we are folks, we're in a place called Roundway Hill near Devizes, or near where I live. I was going to go up to a place called Banbury Hill, which is near Swindon instead, but then I thought, well, it's pretty much, I know this place is pretty good for things like kites and buzzers and kestrels as well. There's a crow which is sat on there quite nicely. I've decided to take my hat off because that was driving me nuts, because it was in the wind and it just doesn't work. So I'm going to try and make myself streamline. I'm going to keep the hood on. Really, I should take it off, but I don't want to. That extra risk. Look at it over there. That's horrible over there. Let's look over here. That's better over here. So we're going to go and have a look. You can walk through those woods, but actually the wind's died down a little bit, and you can walk through those woods and then goes to another cliffside over there, which is ideal for what I want. Just seen a beautiful black cap on that section. I got some photos, didn't get any videos, but this would be an absolute perfect place to hang around. So you got the woods on that side, woods on this side, and the field on the other side, and it's sort of a blend of environments, which is perfect. You got loads of light. Really hoping that rain misses me. The wind is coming straight into my face, so we may be lucky. We're sort of between good and evil. Oh, it's absolutely hammering down there. did get to see a buzzard. I'm pretty sure it's a buzzard, and he was flying somewhere over those trees. And I was going to sit down so I got more stabilization, because it's difficult standing in this wind. Can't really show you how windy it is, but it's pretty windy up here. Good news is, all that rain seems to be just about missing me. Seems to. It's always good when you can watch the rain go by, isn't it? There was a couple of swifts flying down there, but they were so erratic. I seen them and they were gone before I knew it. I really don't want to stand on the edge. It's just a case of waiting, really. Seeing what turns up.